Olaf Scholz has pledged to finalize the 2024 budget by the end of this year in a video message that sought to reassure spooked citizens and investors in Europe's largest economy after a court ruling tore up its spending plans.
독일 헌법재판소가 올해 및 내년 국가 예산안에 위헌 결정을 내린 후 올라프 숄츠 총리가 국민과 투자자들을 안심시키기 위한 대국민 영상 메시지를 통해 내년 예산안을 올해 안에 마무리할 것을 약속했습니다. He's pledged to finalize this budget for next year. There's been a few turn of events in Germany. Tell us what's going on here.
Well, yeah, so this government, they were sort of forced to freeze most of their new spending plans because a constitutional court last week declared its plans. They wanted to reallocate pandemic funds to green projects and industry subsidies as well. It was something, I think it was 60 billion euros. And then this constitutional court declared that as unconstitutional and said, no, you can't do that. So now the government is kind of in panic mode and they're trying to figure out what they can do here. They're saying they're going to ask the government to lift, it's called Germany's debt brake. So there's a limit. Again, there's a limit to how much their budget deficit can be. So the budget deficit can only be 0.35% of GDP. This was first adopted back in 2009 after the financial crash. But during the pandemic, the brake was suspended. So now they're kind of in that position of, do we go back again and ask to get the brake lifted again just after it just got put back in place? A recent poll suggested that it's just a minority of Germans that support suspending the debt brake. They're saying only 23% of people actually agree with this. 57% want this budget shortfall to be covered by spending cuts.
Okay, so they want everything more tightened, under control.
Yeah, don't take on additional debt just because you can't, just to suit your budget. Fix your budget then. Don't spend as much money. Don't take more debt.
네, budget가 예산안이죠. 이제 원래 생각했던 예산안, 내년의 예산안이 unconstitutional하다, 위헌이다라는 결정이 독일 헌법재판소에서 나옴에 따라 이제 다시 버jet을 세워야 되는 상황이고요. Spending plans have been freezed라고 표현을 하셨는데 지금 제동이 걸린 거죠. 여러 가지 지출 계획이라든지 그런 것들이 예산안에 따라서 일단은 다 스탑이 됐는데 올해 말까지는 그래도 내년 버jet에 대한 결정을 내리겠다. 이렇게 안심을 시키려는 독일 숄츠 총리의 영상 메시지가 있었습니다. Let's have a look at the main terms. The people of Germany were spooked.
Yeah, if you're spooked, you're scared. Usually, something can scare you, right?
Yeah.
Like a loud noise you might hear outside. Whoa, what was that? It spooked you.
Spooky.
Something is spooky. Something scary. Something can spook you. Like a few weeks ago, I went for a walk in this park fairly near my house, and I just went on some pathway. It was kind of dark. There was people around. It wasn't that late at night, and then I saw these big creatures in the bushes.
Ooh,
and I was like,
goodness.
those are giant cats. And I got a little bit closer and they were raccoons.
Oh,
And I have
really?
never seen raccoons in Seoul before.
Seoul?
Yeah.
In the wild?
Yeah. I saw 3 of them that night.
What?
And it spooked me. I told my wife to go back later on that week and she went and saw them too.
Shouldn't this be reported? Oh my goodness.
No,
I've
there's
never
raccoons
heard of-
now.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either. So it spooked me. I was like, oh my,
그래요?
I'm getting out of here.
저녁 때 그냥 산책 다니다가 갑자기 그 잔디 있는 캄캄한 곳에 뭔가 보여가지고 뭐지 했더니 라쿤 3마리를
They're like
봤다고요?
this big too.
진짜?
In Canada, there's tons of them. You see them dead on the road and stuff all the time. You see them, but I'd never seen them in Korea before.
그래서 그때 spooked 됐다는 겁니다. 깜짝 놀란 거예요. 뭔가 이렇게 무서울 때 보통 우리가 spooky 하면은 귀신 생각 많이 하거든요. 그래서 이런 소리가 spooky한 사운드죠. Something that's quite different but can be translated as similar in Korean is creepy. Now that's very different. 그러니까 사람한테 creepy라 그러면은요. 좀 위험한 사람처럼 느껴질 때, so this person could be quite dangerous, I suppose, if you find someone creepy. It could also be scary.
Yeah, we also use that's how it like originally was used, right?
Yeah.
A creepy movie,
Ah,
right?
I
It's a
see.
spooky movie. It's scary, but then right, the whole idea of a person being creepy
Yeah.
and a person being spooky is different.
Yes.
Spooky is they're scaring you. Creepy is like
Could be quite dangerous.
yeah, or like right, not a good person, maybe.
It could be in an
weirdo.
R-rated movie.
A weirdo, yeah.
자, spooky. 예, 이거 뭐 이제 많이 쓰는 표현인데요. spooked 하다, ed 이렇게 붙이면은 겁먹은 겁니다. So the people of Germany were spooked because of the budget plans that were to rise.
As they would be.
Yeah. And then the next expression here is to tear something up.
So literally, to tear something up, here's a piece of paper, right? Like, oh, I've had enough of this script. It's terrible. That's it, right? Like you tear something up. Literally, that's what it means, though. You rip it up and throw it away.
Look at the expression on our production team's faces.
I was just joking. The script is great. But like, that's kind of what it means, right? So in this case, the court saw their spending plans and, you know, not literally, they figuratively ripped them up and
Yeah.
said start over from scratch again.
네, tear up, 찢어버리다. 여기서는요. 비유적으로 쓴 표현이죠. tear up plans, 계획에 이제 제동을 걸었다라는 뜻으로 보면 되겠습니다. Well, here is the headline again. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has pledged to finalize the 2024 budget by the end of this year in a video message that sought to reassure spooked citizens and investors in Europe's largest economy after a court ruling tore up its spending plans.